Hey guys, so today is actually November 30th, and I have not been able to really record a YouTube video in so long, but I'm just not even gonna get into that. I'm here today, I'm in school, I am a senior, and I graduate March 2nd, you guys. I'm a criminal justice major. I don't see a lot of videos that is talking about criminal justice, so I'm in week 5 for my classes, and I got 3 classes. Three, three. Okay, I'm not used to 3 classes. I'm used to 2 classes, but it is what it is. I had to move my graduation date up because I did want to attend the ceremony, so I took on 3 classes instead of my original 2 classes. But it's okay. So I have. I'm looking at my board over there, y'all. So I have science of criminal investigation. That class is hard. Hard. Okay. And then the next class is criminal courts and procedures. I love that class. It's so fun. I love it. I make it fun for myself. I like it. The next class is career development 2 in theory and practice. I do have a CAP course, and then I have a math class for January, and then I'm done. I'm done for, at least for criminal justice. I have a lot more that I'm trying to accomplish. If you don't know, I am trying to become a lawyer. So you do have to have a bachelor's degree. But for me, I get bored with things fast. So I'm just kind of give y'all the rundown, okay? My goal is to become a lawyer, but I didn't. Okay. So the requirements is you have to have a bachelor's degree in, like a bachelor's degree. It can be in anything to be able to become a lawyer. But for me, I did criminal justice first, because it is a lot of things that I can do. It's a long list of different options that I can do. But criminal justice is really kind of not what I want to do. It's kind of like a backup plan. But once I graduate, I'm going back to school. I already chose my school and everything for a bachelor's in paralegal. And I know people kind of question, like, well, why you just didn't go for paralegal? I get bored with stuff fast, y'all. So I started with criminal justice because it's a long list of what I would want to do. And then paralegal is one thing. I don't want to just settle for just one thing in case a lawyer is not something that I do want to do in the long run. I always have a backup plan with my degrees. So I will have a criminal justice degree, a bachelor's degree in paralegal, and then I will go to law school. Now I'm here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, so the only school that I can go to is Marquette University, or what is it? The UWM of Madison, but I'm not going to go to Madison. So, yeah. All right, you guys. Don't mind how I'm looking. I am going to keep my bonnet on, but I have a iPad Air, so I'm basically just going to be going ahead and take notes. So I want to show you the classes that I do have. I have 3 classes that is this semester. Let me show you. All right. So as you can see, I have Science of Criminal Investigation. I have Criminal Courts of Procedures. I love this class. And then Career Development 2, Theory and Practice. Those are the only 3 classes that I do have. I didn't used to have 3 classes. As you can see, I always had 2 classes each semester. But it's okay. Let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, you guys, so I'm still taking notes. It is now 4:33 p.m. I do have a timer that I did just start, but it should have started already. But as you can see, I'm taking my notes, and I'm only taking my notes for my first class because I kind of space everything out because it is a lot of notes that I do have to take. So, yeah.
Supreme Court briefs. So yeah, apparently one of those enemies was whoever bombed his house that day. The Cleveland police got a tip that
and requires that search or arrest warrants particularly describe the places to be searched or things to be seized, and requires that they be issued by neutral and always seek a warrant unless an exception applies. In these presentations, we'll look at the sixth memo because it included the whole house. It did establish that the police may search the area.
All right, you guys, so this is my planner. I actually created my own planner. I actually got this off somebody off TikTok, if I'm not mistaken. But basically what I do is I put what my assignment is on this side, and then I put my weekly to do on here. So whatever I didn't finish on here, I put it on here. So it's Sunday and I have to go ahead and complete this. So come on. All right, so this is all my pens and my sticky notes, and then this is all my highlighters. So take all my highlighters out. Put that. So I switched to the other page, and I don't know where my ruler is. Let me find my ruler. All right, so this is just what I do. I don't really care what the line is, but do a line. I do a line. I do a line. And I'm going to go ahead and do another line. And I'm going to keep these down here for my notes. So I'm going to get my pen. And today's date is, what's today's date? November 30th. So it's Sunday. So I'm going to write Sunday the 30th. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe the date goes, let me pull up my calendar. Okay, so then it goes right into December. So December 1st. Is when class ends. So I'm gonna grab my marker and I'm just gonna highlight. Discussion. And let me bring you guys down. Hold on. Y'all can see this. So class discussion. And then so I do class discussions and then I just do study notes. So I'm just gonna do study notes. And then I do it for, what class is this? 240. Criminal courts and procedures. Quiz. So as you can see, I do that for that. And then for Monday, gonna go ahead and do respond to 3 classmates for all 3 classes. And then I have another quiz, so I'm gonna complete quiz. And then a video of Ella. So my elevator speech. Gonna do that. And so either I do it on the 2nd or the 3rd. So I'm gonna just put break where I don't do anything. I take a break for myself because I do work full-time and I do go to school full-time. So I take a break and then I go back in, and if I do the elevator speech for that day, then the only thing that I have to do left for that class is the interview stimulator. So I'm going to do that. So we're going to respond, because we have to make sure we still respond to classmates. Respond to class discussion 3 times for each class. And then I'm going to do week 5 interview stimulation, which is class SOS C225. That's the only thing I'm going to do for that day. One of my classes, so which is week 5 intro and clients right. And this is class CRJU 240. So I'm going to do that class, and then I'm also going to do another class because I should be done with this class, because this is the only thing that I have to do for that class. So I'm going to start on my week 5 reflection for my class CRJU21. And then I'm going to start on the week 5 portfolio, because I have a project that I have to do, which is crime lab, evidence, analyzation, and interrogation class, and confession. So that's the only thing I'm going to do for that class on that day. Is due on this date. So everything is due on this date, and then the next class, which is going to be week 6, starts. So most likely what I always do is I have everything always completed before Saturday, so that way I can have a break. So yeah, I should pretty much be done. I showed you guys kind of what I do. Like I said, I kind of switch it up a lot. I put my stuff on here, but this is just the weekly, and then I put my sticky notes on what I don't finish. So I'm not going to put the sticky notes on at this time. But what I used to do is, instead of taking notes on my iPad, I used to have my sketchbook. And in my sketchbook, as you can see, I kind of put all my notes, and I was drawing stuff out for my sketchbook. Like I said, I kind of keep switching it up, so I'm not sure kind of how I will keep on doing it, but I usually put my notes on my iPad, or I used to do it on this sketchbook, so I get bored with stuff fast, so I kind of have to keep switching it up. So let me show you. So this is how I used to take my notes before. I still kind of go back in and I'll take my notes like this, but it just really depends on the mood and stuff I am. So this is the forensic history and investigation. This is the historical development and criminal investigation. This is that whole lecture. And then this is the criminal investigation, which is my class, Criminal Justice 212. And then this was the court jurisdiction, specialty, and justice system. I'm still in these classes, so I kind of just put the notes like this. Then I do the diagrams. like this. And then I got this from Target. This was just a regular sketchbook note. So, I mean, I don't know how you guys want to do it. But this is the sketchbook note. And then I had got these from Target as well. The little highlighters. I also do it to where I print out my study guides. And then I also had ChatGPT kind of quiz me on everything. So, like I said, whatever works for you, works for you. I switch my stuff up so many times. I don't know what got on my paper, but this is kind of what I do. I do different things for my study guides. All right, this is my book. I love this book. I got it off of Amazon. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was like $12, $13. But whatever works for y'all. Like I said, I make criminal justice. I don't see many videos that has to do with criminal justice, so I wanted to come up in here and show you guys. As I said, I am a senior and I am supposed to be graduating March 2nd. So I kind of switched my stuff up. Hope you guys enjoyed this video.